Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of Dr. Stone, chapter 177. Okay, last chapter, Stanley was in pursuit with the plane, but our little biker gang is there now, kind of become... They actually had planned ahead. The plane that they captured from Stanley earlier in this arc, they had sabotaged it when they crashed it, so that should it be used against them, well, it couldn't be used against them. So they put sugar in the gas tanks. But now it looks like they're using a lifeboat or something. Now that the Perseus, I guess, can't. But they're going into a desert. So how are you going to pursue them in a boat? I'm confused. Also, what is that large thing they're carrying? I don't know what that is. Anyway. Dang it. Look at this crap. The plane engine's all black. Bah, that's burnt sugar. They must have tossed a bunch in there. Oh, it's, what's his name? I forget. Brody. That's it. We'll fix it up, or we'll fix up the plane quickly and hunt down the Junior Science Brigade. With Brody giving us tips over the radio, we can handle the repairs ourselves. Okay, so Stanley's got a course of action here. What do you know? Remote work, even here in the Stone Age. Yep, Maya, so it is. Okay, here's our biker gang in the desert. The enemy's not even encoded their messages. Works for us. Oh, you mean they're picking up on these radio communications? So they know exactly what the hell is going on. Oh, Lord. Not that overhearing will allow us to fight back in any way. Beep boop. Okay. I wouldn't be so sure. We can fight back with some remote work of our own. Get word to the ceasefire zone team after this super critical mission. By the time we reach Ground Zero, they've got to take apart the Medusa and analyze the mechanism. What? Also, this is like the biggest and one of the most detailed illustrations of the Medusa. So, that's nice. Also, Senku kind of got like that crazy look in his eye. But I mean, he is kind of asking the impossible again, but it's rarely is it impossible. Medusa Mechanism is the title. Okay, alrighty, we got a boat in the water, and there's like some lines coming off of it. Then there's oh, that's when they lost the Medusa. So okay. Yeah. And there's, what's her name? I swear I can't remember half these characters' names anymore. But it's, she was like the fire wielder and stuff, and she, like, observed the camp. Or not the camp, but the Ishigami village for a long time. Back before the Stone War arc. Or during the Stone War? I forget where it began and ended. Anyway, so she, amongst some others, like scuba dived down to find the Medusa at the bottom of the lake. Or river. Anyway, we're supposed to revive 1 million people in Corn City, which means eventually dealing with sick and injured folks. Excuse me. But if we can figure out what makes the Medusa tick, then whenever someone needs a doctor, we'll fix them up with Dr. Stone instead. Okay, so Nikki is telling that to Brody. Good enough, right? No, you don't give us a reason, Senku, so I guess that means I just gotta make a reasonable argument. Fair enough. I got no cause to turn her down. Still, this feels kinda sudden. The timing's fishy, unless I'm just overthinking things. So they're just kind of thinking, it's like, okay, I did the best I could in this argument. It makes sense. It's logical. But is he going to buy it? And then he's like, the timing seems a little odd. What's going on their side, you know? So, yeah. Okay, back with the bikers. Haha, I almost forgot that, Nikki. And the U.S. crew don't know that we're headed for the source of the Petrobeam. Yeah, I guess they haven't been informed, have they? That's right, and when we get there, the original Medusa, that zapped the whole planet, will be ours. Unless it's not there anymore. It wouldn't surprise me if like whoever built it, very possibly like the Y man who lives on the moon, is very possible that like either him or an ancestor of his, like actually like they were in like some kind of protective state because if they built it, they obviously would know how to counteract its effects. So they might have like been able to free themselves or protect them from the petrification, and then once that was done and everything was settled and they turned it off, then they just dismantled the machine and took it up to the moon with them. It's very possible that that's the case. And they'll just find maybe a research facility or something to give them some information on the device, if nothing else. But that might be all they find. Otherwise, it may just be a completely empty facility or whatever. So, wishful thinking, if I do say so myself. That's one battery might be dead as well. What? Ha! But up against fighter planes and machine guns, we've got no clear way to beat Stanley. No way except Medusa, that is. Could be the battery or something else. Either way, we gotta get it working again. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Yeah. Yeah, they were talking about the Medusa's power source. Gotcha. I'm being stupid. I'm doing this like a lot later than usual, so I'm kind of tired. My brain just ain't on all cylinders. Through remote work, we'll get them to pry it open and do a total autopsy of the mechanisms inside. Well, the fact that Brody's there and he's like a seemingly highly knowledgeable mechanic definitely would probably benefit them. So yeah, sure, no problem. But we gotta look after that device, not you. Any fiddling with it has got to be strictly monitored. Those are the rules. Okay, so they're on the table. At a table, let's see. Was that thing even made to come apart in pieces? Surely it would. I mean, everything goes together in pieces, right? Well, some cracks formed when Stanley shot it. Oh, God, Magna, why are you trying to go at it with an axe, you idiot? Oh. Okay, well, Nikki's choking him out with her leg. She's too strong. Even if we can take it apart, it's not like we'd have a clue of what's going on inside. That's a job for a technician used to working on delicate machinery. Delicate stuff, huh? Oh, so they're thinking of someone that they might be able to eventually revive? Or are they thinking of just Senku? Yeah, any talented technicians like that reporter. What? Well, sure, the U.S. was full of high-grade watchmakers. What the hell are you talking? You made it seem like the reporter is a freaking technician. High-tech watchmakers and famous jewelry crafters, but that's it. But how would I know their location? Also, poor, what is her name? Rizuya? Something like that. Why can't I remember that girl's name? She's like trying to get it apart, but she's like having no luck. It's beyond her crafting skills. Okay, they've contacted Ryosue. Fancy watchmakers. The one I know might be a bit of a trek from here, but Rodex HQ was near the airport. That's supposed to be like Rolex. Everyone knows that. Everyone? Nope. uh, when it comes to watches, who wouldn't? Every last one? Desire. Yeah, he was. I mean, the fact that he's a rich person, like, some of that knowledge is very valuable, but, like, he shouldn't think that everyone has the same, background as him and the privileges. Anyway, speak for yourself. I doubt anyone else knows as much about timepieces as you, Ryusui. It could be tough giving directions with the world as it is. Got you covered. Give me a rough idea and I can whip up a topographic map. Okay, so Chelsea, good Lord Chelsea. That is highly detailed. Whoa. Oh. They're all just in amazement. All we gotta do is beam that map to... Oh, it was you. I swear, her name just never stuck with me. Rizureha, in the guys in Corn City. Beam it over? Yeah, poor Suika doesn't know what that means. Arg. I understand all too well, even after all this time. It's hard to take the habits of 21st century technology, or shake them. Well, it's got to be done for this remote work to work. Time to send a fax. And Senku is making a fax machine, apparently. Say what? Are they going to hook it up to their freaking radio phone? I mean, that's how a fax machine works, right? So, kind of. So that'll be interesting. You're going to have to create internet, though. Well, they have radio waves, but... Let's see here. What is that? Way to transmit pictures over the phone. Huh? Fax machine's ready. That quickly? Little squares? Graph paper? Don't tell me. What? Oh. The hell is that? Are those circuits? What am I looking at? It almost looks like a quilt. Huh. I should have known every square started from the upper left, indicated as either white or black via Morse code. Faxing by hand? Oh. Oh no. But why me? Oh, he's having... Oh, poor Gin. I don't know how to do Morse code, but like with all the shit they're going to have to write to make that Morse code, it's going to be ridiculous. Why does the hellish arable labor always fall to me? Osamu Tezuka once did something similar to draw some manga remotely while abroad. Beep boop beep boop. Aw, poor Rizu. She's having to write all this shit down. I guess there's nothing to stop this from working, but how? Or wow. So the reporter is just kind of like, what the hell is this? Fax by hand acquired. It looks like it's pixelated as all shit. Okay, so they're leading up... Okay, they found the person. Yes, my star employee, Kikiki. And then there's this... So they found a CEO, and now they're asking them, like, of a clockmaker employee that they had. Watchmaker, not clockmaker. I mean, I guess technically the same thing, but you know what I meant. And they somehow found them. So they revived them. Wait, what? My clothes, where are... Finally a normal reaction, how refreshing. Because the guys we usually revive are on a whole other mental level. Come on, rise and shine, it's time to work. So Nikki's like, chop chop. She will break your leg if you don't. All they gave him like a full outfit, and he has like a little like a jeweler's monocle kind of deal, and he's got like a kind of a tie that looks like the arms of a watch with a G, or is that just a weird swirl? Like Brody doesn't have a clue what's going on. Didn't Nikki explain the job? Were you listening, Greenhorn? Greenhorn, is that any way to speak to someone doing you a favor? I have a name, you know. It's Joel. Or is that too hard for you to remember? Okay, fella, fair enough. We just need to take apart the device and examine the inside, and there's no better man for the job than a skilled watch technician like you, Joel. Is that better? Here's the device. It's already a little cracked. And he's just kind of like, whoa, like, what? It's not that he wasn't listening. He spent his whole what? That should be, they misspelled in the official weird. Or the official release. It says while, but it should be whole life working. So he's never learned how to act around women. Oh, okay. Is that a watch? Yep. Wait, he made a watch? When the hell did he have time to make the watch? Wow, did you craft that by hand? Yeah. You better stay away from her. Teju will kill you. I don't think she would do anything, though, but, like, I would hate to know if he tried to hit on her. Right after we got here, all by yourself? I took the liberty of borrowing the tools here, yes. For a man who minds his time, a watch is proof of impeccable taste. This one may be woefully imprecise, but it's better than counting on one's fingers. His talk bubbles, they have like these weird, like, exaggerated tales to them. Clues about women, but a total jerk to men. Excuse me. Let's see here. Very well. I'll inspect your so-called device. He's looking at it and this isn't it from any science known to the 21st century. Nope. Allow me to focus. You may observe if you so choose, but utter a single word and I will die, or you will die by my hands. Nikki would kill you. So, okay, he's got some tweezer and is getting something out. Let's see here. Matsukage, or Kaze. Bah, why do I always go Kage? I swear Naruto has ruined me. Did tell us that the Medusas on the island were all destroyed. Exactly. No reason I couldn't just smash the thing with one of them tools. Dismantling, not smashing. Come on now. Okay, so stupid magma. Okay, he's gotten more pieces out, it looks like. Most of the components are remarkably complex, as if made with a 3D printer. In the circuitry is glass, or perhaps some kind of mineral? I mean, wouldn't they all technically essentially be minerals to some extent? But yeah, the circuits being made out of glass? What the hell? I cannot begin to comprehend how it functions yet. Just like a watch, it's clear that every piece has its function. We're seeing like a clock. Let's see here. Or a watch. Let's see here. This bit. It's blackened. Oh. The central core that everything else connects to is a diamond? If this is some type of degraded battery, then removing and installing it just might... So Senku's finally being informed on all of this. Or, well, he's probably been listening the whole time, but you know what I mean. Let's see here. 1 meter, 1 second. So it's like an electric razor that might pop back to life for a second even after it's dead. Does this device work the same way? Also, wait, how did they... let's see here. Uh, yeah. He was like, just, like sometimes you do that, like you'll switch the batteries or in something. Yeah. So let's see here, and I assume that's Senku talking because I don't know how this Joel character would know it. For a second, even after it's dead, so it's like an electric razor. Does this device work the same way? Possibly. In any case, we're finally going to get to work. Going to get to work some science on the mechanism itself. Get excited. And Joel, apparently that did activate the Medusa, and now he's being petrified again. Well, that was a waste of clothing, wasn't it? See here. And that is the end of the chapter, actually. Okay. Alrighty. Dissecting the Medusa. Makes sense that they would eventually come around to doing that because, like it could be the simple of just it ran out of power, there's a mechanism that's broken, anything could have happened to it. I mean, presumably it's quite old, so it's like it has a fair amount of durability, but, everything can be broken down with time. So yeah. Them finding a jeweler to, like, deal with it, to, like, take it apart and find out what might be wrong with it, definitely was the right choice. Kind of interesting what Stanley apparently wants to do. I guess they're just going to circle around, or maybe they'll go through the canal and make their way to the Petrobeam site, just through that direction instead of, like, because otherwise you are not going all the way around in that tiny ass boat. So yeah, that seems to be their only course of action because the Perseus probably wouldn't go far enough anyway, through that canal, depending on how it, what condition it's in anyway. And then, let's see, what else am I forgetting? The whole, like, agreement between the two sides back at Corn City, that's kind of funny. I feel like if it wasn't for Stanley, a lot of things could be easily smoothed over with these people and they could all just work together. But Stanley does seem to be kind of the linchpin that keeps that from happening. But, Also, Nikki is super strong. Like, good lord. Just choke holding Magma with her leg. Like, do not piss off that lady. Do not do that. It is hazardous to your health. And also, she probably would have kiboshed him again when he wanted to smash the damn thing with an axe. So, yeah. But yeah, that was smart thinking, like, finding, like, a jeweler, watchmaker to, like, actually take the thing apart and see how it ticks and everything. So, yeah. Also, it was interesting that they decided to do remote work on both the machine, the, like, plane engine, but also the, actually, no, wait, that might have been what they were actually on, was the plane, and it was just kind of, like, floating in the water? I don't know, but it looked more like a boat. So, like, getting the engine back in order with Brody on the line, and then, also, getting the Medusa kind of, like, up and running via remote work as well, so that was kind of cool parallel that they were doing, even though one overheard the other do it, so it's like whatever, but still not a bad idea regardless. But yeah, and apparently the Medusa at least will work for a little bit, I imagine. I wonder where they'll find, like, another diamond to power it, and that's if it's actually the diamond itself that powers it, which then makes me wonder, how does that work? I mean, I could understand if, like, certain light has to, like, shine through the diamond because of its certain composition or something, and then that, like, creates a certain kind of reaction or, like, frequency of light. But how does it power it itself? I don't get, but whatever. So yeah. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this chapter. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet it out when I go live. I'm part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Geechlings, Medusa's back up and running, at least for now.